Australia's future Olympic stars will be in action this week at the Australian Youth Olympic Festival in Sydney. 1,700 athletes from 30 different nations will be hitting the track, field and water to compete in 17 different sports. And this morning on Weekend Breakfast, we're lucky enough to be joined by two of the future stars. Queenslander Luke Willen and Jodie Duff are entering the festival in red-hot form after taking out the men and women's triathlon test events on Friday. And they're now taking a break from training and joining me in the studio. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Congratulations to start with. How does it feel to enter the competition?
You know, it's definitely exciting and a great honour to be representing Australia this Friday, especially when you've got great athletes like Emma Snowsill, who placed gold in the 2001 Youth Olympic Festival, and she's gone on to win gold at the 2008 Olympics. So, yeah.
How inspiring is it, hearing people like Emma Snowsill winning and then coming up the ranks and to be, so well known and so regarded?
Oh, it's really awesome for us because, we can, look at them and see what we've done and how far we can go. It's just a good model to know how far we can go.
Sure, I mean, the thing is, we all watch the Olympic Games, we all see it, but we don't understand the lead-up, and this is the lead-up. This is the behind-the-scenes stuff that, all those years of sacrifice and hard work. It starts with people like yourselves and events such as what you're going to be competing in.
Yeah, so the Youth Olympics is definitely a stepping stone for the actual Olympics. Yeah. And
tell me, you've recently done very well in some events. Tell me a little bit about your event and how well you qualified.
So the event that we qualified in was the first race of the National Triathlon Series, and that was at the Gold Coast. And in order to compete in the Youth Olympics, we just had to place in the top 4.
And you obviously did.
Yeah.
Your last event was in Penrith, and there were some pretty hot conditions. How did you cope with the hot conditions?
Oh, I like hot conditions because I'm from Queensland. It's just what I'm used to, so it's good to know what I'm racing in, what I've trained in. Just makes you confident when you're racing.
Tell us about some of the people that you're competing against. How tough is it?
Oh, it's really tough. We've got heaps from around the world, a guy from Norway, he's done quite well in the Junior Worlds and Euros. So it's a tough competition and it's not going to be easy to win.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jodie, women are dominating world triathletes at the moment. You're one of 4 girls selected. How does it feel to be among that prestigious people, that prestigious sort of selection of people?
Definitely exciting, to be honest. I'm not really sure what to expect because there is such a tough field out there with girls from all over the world, like Japan, New Zealand. So yeah, it'll definitely be a hard race, but looking forward to it. It'll be a good experience.
And you've had some personal struggles, with injury and illness. Tell me a little bit about that.
I've had a few minor setbacks. So I did have a hip injury and glandular fever, but I think all athletes have to experience a few lows before they experience their highs. And I've had my coach, Dan Atkins from DAT Racing, who's pulled me through and got me back to where I want to be and where I should be.
I don't think a hip injury and glandular fever are that minor. I think they'd be pretty hard. What did you need to do to motivate yourself? I guess you'd have to both physically and mentally motivate yourself.
Yeah, so it's definitely disheartening when you get an injury or an illness or whatever it is. But I think you've just got to sort of remain calm and remind yourself of what your goals are, where you want to head, and that sort of thing. Not sort of think about where you used to be too much and think about where you want to go and that sort of thing, and you just get better by the day in each training session.
And look, tell me a bit about the lead up to training for this sort of event.
For this, as I'm on school holidays at the moment, so I'm probably doing more than 20 hours a week of training, trying to get the best result I can at this race.
So tell me about a typical day. You have to wake up early in the morning, you're on a special diet.
Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning I wake up, then go to training at 5:30 start, then probably get home around 9:30 normally do a swim and a run set. Then some days I'll ride midday with my train people, and then I'll run in the afternoon and swim.
So how did you get into this? What was the first thing that sort of made you think, I want to do this?
It was actually my brother. He convinced me to give triathlon a go. He just looked at it and thought it was good, so he convinced me to do it so we could both do it.
Okay. It is, as we mentioned before, it's a great springboard for future Olympians. London Olympic bronze medalist Jonathan Brownlee is a good example. What do you think of him?
Yeah, I think he's like a great role model because he's done this and gone to achieve such great things. And hopefully one day I can do the same.
And we've recently had the honour of watching the Olympic Games. For people such as yourselves, what does that mean to you? What sort of emotions are you filled with when you watch the Olympics?
It's definitely motivating, and you realise that the people out there, you have athletes like Emma Jackson. She started how we all started. She competed in the Youth Olympics in 2009 as well, so they're all sort of human, they're not robots or anything, and we can all sort of achieve that.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck, and I'm sure we'll be hearing of both of your names in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.